Hi, I'm Jay. Welcome back. So now we're on step 2. And step 2 says, come to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. Wow. It's a bit of a blow for the ego, isn't it? Especially for me. What do you mean a power higher, greater than myself? I am the greatest. I'm the best. I'm the best at everything, of course. You know, that's what I tell myself. My ego won't allow me. You know, I don't need anyone above me to tell me how to live my life because I'm doing all right, thank you very much. Really? Okay. Obviously not. You know, I've tried for all my life to control, manipulate, make it work for the way I wanted it to work. And look where it's ended up, you know. It was not a good life. So I was lucky. In the rooms I heard this phrase. It says, the power of desperation. Wow, what a contradiction in terms. How does that work? How can desperation be a gift? If I'm desperately need something and I'm in desperation, I'm not happy. It's not a gift, but the gift of desperation. I was so desperate. So desperate. My life had become so unmanageable that I needed something to rein it in, to bring it back, to restore my sanity. And I know this because if I look back on the past, all the times that I've tried to control it, that Jay's tried to bend and force and make his will and make his way, hasn't turned out so great. Not at all. As you heard in the first installment of this. Excuse me. So I needed something. So what can I call on? And I don't want to cause any offense, but I can't get on board with the God, Jesus thing, Bible. To me, just a lot of holes in it. That's just my view. That's just my view. You know, a Muslim, Allah, again, just holes in it, not for me. You know, so I needed a higher power that was different. And this is the beauty of this program, is it's not asking you to be Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, all the other doctrines. It's not about that. It's not about trying to find my way into heaven. No, it's about spirituality and growth. Growth for me and spirituality for me is my higher power that I have to answer to. Because let's face it, man doesn't do anything wrong. I've never done anything wrong in my life. And how can I say that? Because I justified it. I justified it to myself. You know, I cheated on you because you didn't let off. So that's why I cheated. Of course, I'm allowed to, no? No, I justified it to myself. I stole because you didn't need it as much as I did. I needed it more. Justification. You know, I hit you because I needed you to not hit me. So I hit you first. Justification. You know, and this is what man does. They justify it. And when you go and talk to your friends, some of them will be enablers. They will allow you to get away with this. I say, oh mate, yeah, I stole these trainers. Yeah man, right along. They're insured anyway, don't worry about it. Yeah, they look good on you. See, he's enabling you. He's allowed you to get away with that shit. And this is a human, and this is what humans do. Not all of them. Some will say, you shouldn't really have done that. Maybe you should take them back. Oh, well, there's no point, blah, blah, blah. You know? So humans enable other humans because we work on our own moral compass. And that's why I needed a higher power. I needed somebody that I had to answer to. I needed somebody that I had to look up to. And it can't be a human. This is the point. It can't be a human. Because humans are fallible. We will let you down. We will enable you. We will disappoint you. This is life. But a higher power is set above this. So for me, where did I find my higher power? So I heard a lot in the rooms. People have relatives or people that are past, and they use that as their higher power. You know, people use nature like a rainbow or a great tree. You know, it's something you hold in reverence. You know, for me personally, my higher power came in the form of the rooms, and not the people, not the stories, just the aura, the wellness, the sense of belonging, achievement. You know, seeing people in these rooms go through worse stuff than me, and I didn't think that anyone went through worse than me. Again, my ego. I got it worse. I had it the baddest. I had the worst upbringing. I had the worst this. You know, if only they would have done that. You know, yeah, so much ego. Unbelievable, unbelievable. So yeah, so they went through all this, and they still had the faith. They still were sober. They still had their thinking on correctly. And don't get it wrong. We're humans. Do I work this program, these 12 steps perfectly? No, no. But I try. I genuinely try. And I answer to my higher power. You know, I can do many things. Of course I can. But without my higher power, just guiding me, a little nudge every now and then, just making me check myself. You know. My sponsor said to me, he said, yeah, God will move mountains, but you better bring a shovel. And this is true. Faith without actions and without works is dead, you know. So I got faith in my higher power. My higher power is this aura, this energy of the rooms. For me, I find it uplifting, exhilarating. I've never really been to a bad meeting yet, not really. And the only time they have been mediocre is when I haven't engaged. I didn't bring my shovel. Yeah. So how does it work? For me, it works simply. I know that I can't do this by myself. I can't. You know? Like I said, I started this because, not this, the steps, I started this because I really hurt someone who really loved me. And I really hurt her, and she loved me so much, she gave me another chance. Yeah. So obviously I was sober. I was laying down any promise you want to make, girl, any promise. Yeah, you want me to do press-ups in the morning and not drink and drink green tea and all this? No problems, I'll do that. Okay, right, I'll only drink with you. Yeah, when I'm in your company, and I'll only drink beer, or I won't drink vodka, I'm only gonna drink rum. Yeah, I'm gonna be good. It lasted for a month, one whole glorious month. And I drank. And when I drink, for me, my old behaviours come back, you know, and old behaviours have led me down some really dark and horrible paths, you know. I've not had a higher power. I've had no one to answer to. That's the point, I think it is that for me, I had no one to answer to. I had no discipline. I was so unruly, it was ridiculous. So yeah, so now I have a higher power. I speak to him every morning. Every morning I do my prayers. Every morning. And for me, I'll be honest with you, all I pray is that he removes my old behaviours and shows me what he wants me to do today. You know, I have a name for him. I call him the governor because I want him to govern my life. And yeah, it's a him, of course. It's a him. But it could be anything for you, you know. So many people that come into this fellowship get caught up on the God word. Oh. But if God was the thing that could keep you safe, then no Muslims would be able to come in because they pray to a different God, you know. And if the God was the only thing, then all Christians would be law-abiding and non-alcoholics and stuff. That's not true either, because people are people, you know. For me, I need to follow this program to the best of my ability. Like I said on the first, the step one. Step one's the only one we really need to get right. That's the only one. The rest we can work on forever. I've heard it say that the higher power changes a lot. You know, people have started off with, like I say, trees or rainbow, the spiritual growth. And then say God and amen. I mean, only their words. For me, I like the governor, but I do say amen at the end of my prayer. You know, there's something wonderful and uplifting and freeing about having someone in your corner that is just powerful as fuck. True. Imagine you're going into a street fight and you've got Tyson Fury and Mike Tyson behind you. You're gonna feel invincible. Invincible. You know? And with me, I have my higher power. Yeah, it doesn't always go right. Yeah, I don't always listen. Yeah, I try and still exert Jay's will, you know? But I have a loving God. My God isn't about pain or retribution or looking back. My God just wants the best for me. I believe this. I have faith, you know? And faith is belief without proof. So I have faith that he's looking after me. And then I've just said that without proof. There are many things that have happened in my life recently that could only be an act of a higher power. You know, for example, and I'll be honest, my last relationship was very toxic. I was not a nice guy. She was not in a good space. And together we used to ignite each other's fires massively, infernos. You know, it ended very badly. No communication, anger, everything. It was really bad. A lot of it was from my side, I will be honest. A lot of it. I used to manipulate the situations. I know which buttons to press. I used to try and work it to my will. And it was bad. You know? And now going through all these steps and seeing my part in it, because I never saw my part in it. Like I said, I would justify the fuck out of it. You know? It wasn't about me, it was all you. Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? You. Come on. There's got to come a time when you've got to take responsibility. And that's what these steps have showed me. They showed me how to take responsibility for my actions. And now we talk. I would say we're kind of friends. You know? And that's the beauty of this program. We will get on to more steps, and I will explain how this came about, that we can actually talk and be civil and be in the same room without wanting to gouge each other's eyes out. And that could have only happened from my higher power. Me not drinking could only have happened from my higher power. I couldn't stop drinking for love, for family, for my children. I couldn't stop drinking for my children. I couldn't. Prison didn't deter me. Hospitals didn't deter me. My health didn't deter me. I could not stop. But somehow I have. Now, you've got to call that a minor miracle or just a miracle. And that was my higher power looking after me. My relationship with my partner now is amazing. It's truly amazing. She is a wonderful person. A lot of this comes from her as well. You know, there's no point in me being better, having more a different perception on how I look at things without her help. You know, she could obviously keep bringing up the past and how I hurt her and the things I've done, of course, but then that wouldn't make the relationship work. So I have to give a lot of credit to her. But also, and not in an arrogant way, I give myself a lot of credit for the work that I've put in to myself. And it's strange, isn't it? I used to put the work into the relationship, or think I did. I didn't. What I'd done was try to make the relationship better for me. Because it was all about me. My whole life was about me. And now I do put it into me, but I make myself better for those around me. You know, I try and always speak the truth. I try and always be honest. But also I'm aware now that sometimes things don't have to be said. You know, my sponsor come out with, does it need to be said? Do they need to hear it? And does it need to be said by you? And a lot of times the answer to all them questions is no, it doesn't really need to be said. For example, if someone's overweight, you don't have to tell them. You don't have to be the one to tell them. They probably know. So it doesn't have to be said. You know? And when you start looking at things like that, I mean, we're going to go on to many things. There's just so much I want to give because I've been given freely. And this program seems like a contradiction. Like I said before, I got the gift of desperation. That's not really a gift. And the other thing is, the more you give, the more you get. Yeah, it's crazy. It is truly crazy. You know? And I just want to give some knowledge back that I've been given freely. And really, it has changed my life. These 12 steps. And the continuation, it's not like you do the steps and then go get the badge, walk away, yeah, smash that. No, it's a continuation, as we will see throughout these times. So anyway, step 2, come to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore me to sanity. I like to think I'm pretty sane now. I don't do 99% of the madness I used to do. But my life is brilliant. I have a very nice life. And it's strange, isn't it? You know, I still live in the same room. I still have the same job. You know, I still drive the same car. I used to hate that room. Hate it. It was like a prison. I used to hate my job. You know, always cold, always just, it was horrible, always heavy. Now I love it. I love going to work. I relish going to work. You know, I like my room. I've made it into my space now. You know, I like my life. Yeah. And this only came about through these 12 steps. So anyway, thank you for listening. It's been a pleasure just to put my side across. So have a wonderful day. Salute.